Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to May I Scraplift You. This is the photo I am using today. It is a photo during the Flower and Garden Festival in World Showcase in Epcot. And then I am scrapjacking my friend Amber over at Dragonfly Dreams. This is a photo of her daughter and it's cute and gorgeous. And I almost feel bad that this is the photo I chose to scrapjack with, but I think she'll understand. So I just love everything about this. I love the paper layers, the florals, a big title along the photo, decorating with words, and the wood grain background is gorgeous as well. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I have a plethora of papers over here. I have a variety of manufacturers. I am using this wood grain right here. Now, I really loved Amber's wood grain in her background, so I wanted to definitely scrapjack that. Now, I've had this specialty paper with the gold dots for a good hot minute. I think the date on the back of the paper said 2015, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, it's been a minute. I have a whole bunch. So I'm going to go ahead and use this floral paper. Now, this floral paper is weird to me, right? Like, I don't have any other papers that the flowers look like this, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So it's good in the fact that, you know, I don't have duplicate papers after paper after paper. But it's bad because I don't have anything else that really matches it, which is fine. So instead of trying to find a coordinating floral, I just decided to go with coordinating colors. I figured that that would be a lot easier to work with since I was tired of flipping through my papers after papers and not being able to find anything that coordinated. Now, this green striped paper is actually a St. Patrick's Day paper from Authentique. I really wish Authentique didn't disappear off the face of the earth. They were moving and, you know, they were supposed to be putting out new products and they just poofed. Makes me sad. So I am going to bring in this teal paper because there are those little blue teal flowers over here. And I'm trying to match up my layers pretty closely to what Amber has going on in her layout. I really, really think her layout is beautiful, and trying to get that beauty over here in my layout as well. So this photo is during the Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot, so that's why there is that dragon topiary right there. You can actually see the Epcot ball through in the background, which, you know, like you see that and you're like, yes, that's Epcot. But I wouldn't need the Epcot ball in the background, which is actually called Spaceship Earth. I wouldn't need that to know that this was an Epcot, even without the topiary there, just because, excuse me, just because we've been there a lot. So this sticker is actually from a camping sticker sheet from Simple Stories, and it says adventure. I'm going to pop it up on some pop foam. That way it's going to just lift up off the page a little bit more. I mean, duh, Sandy, obviously it's going to lift up off the page if you're putting pop foam up, but it gives it a little bit extra oomph, I think. A lot of the times doing the things with the pop foam is just giving you that little extra oomph that you need for your scrapbook layout. Now, in Amber's layout, she has like a beautiful kind of like fancy word title over here, and this is not what I would consider fancy, but I think it works. Ultimately, I think it works. Some of the stickers were a little bit thinner, so I had to cut some of those pop foams in half and put them down, and then I'm going to put it on my page right there. And I'm just covering up a tiny, tiny little bit of the photo mat, but my title is not going over top of my photo. So I'm looking around on the sticker sheet just to see if there's anything else I can add. try to get a little bit more bang for my buck out of my sticker sheet on this layout than one sticker. I think I get one more sticker that says my happy place. And in reality, guys, any layout that is at Disney will be my happy place. Like, it fits. The same thing anytime I'm at Disney, it can be best day ever because it fits. Anytime at Disney is a best day ever. So now I am going into my florals, and I'm looking for florals that are not really coordinating with the flowers in the background because, like I said, I have no flowers that match those flowers. Now, could I have fussy cut out these flowers and pop foam them up and made a cluster over here? You bet your sweet Bippy I could. Did I want to? No, I did not. I wanted to use these pre-made flowers to make it work. So I'm going to mess around with a good amount of them. Now, these flowers are also Simple Stories, but I don't remember which collection they are. So the flowers are from Simple Stories, and I thought, oh, you know what? I could layer up some flowers over here near the title as well, and I could just really make this kind of pop. So I really like the little flowers over there underneath the title. And then I eventually figure out what flowers I want to use over here as decoration. So I get those figured out. I'm going to adhere them down. I'm also going to add some of these round pop foams. Now these are black in color, which I guess is good if you're working like on a dark layout and you don't want anything peeking from the inside. Excuse me, but I mean, nobody's looking that close to my foam anyway. And if you are getting up that close to my albums and looking underneath to see what color foam I'm using, I mean, more power to you if you want to get that, you know, intimate with my albums. But I use Fun Foam. My good friend Crystal is my dealer, and she keeps me hooked up with the Fun Foam, and it's all kinds of colors. So, yeah. I mean, if you want to judge the color of Fun Foam, go for it. But these, the reason why I chose these round pop foams wasn't because that they are black in color, but it's because it is a different level of foam than what I put on the word adventure. So because I want that extra oomph, because I want the texture in the layers, I like to use different thicknesses. That way, everything that is popped up isn't the same height. It just gives it a little bit more variety. So I've got those down there, and I'm taking a peek at this because I'm thinking something else has got to happen, but I'm not exactly sure what yet. So what I do is grab these wooden enamel dots, or they're wooden dots, they aren't enamel, and I'm just going to tuck some of them under the flowers, excuse me, and then I'm going to just kind of sprinkle them around. Now I'm treating them just like enamel dots. They are much larger than a traditional enamel dot, or at least some of them are, and that's okay. I think that the wood really makes it pop. Now on camera, it doesn't seem to be matching as well, but it looks a little bit better in real life. Now, also with these wood discs, I'm going to put down some of these adhesive-backed pearls. And I just thought that the wood and the pearl together was pretty, and it gave this layout an extra, like, texture, which totally works for me. So now I decide that I'm going to pull out a Spectrum Noir shimmer pin, which I haven't shimmered anything in a little bit. I used to shimmer everything. So I just decided to grab that one, and it's the clear shimmer pin, and I am just shimmering every single center of the die cut flowers. So this is not something that's really going to be able to be seen on the camera, but in real life there is a nice little bit of shining shimmering splendid. So that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Thank you so much for joining for May I Scraplift You. Check out the links down below for everyone who was playing along today. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.